Hey friends, happy Friday. Technical errors. Tried to get this so you could look at my work surface as I was working on what I'm about to show you. Nothing's working out. It's Friday. It feels like a Monday after the events of yesterday. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let me tell you. I'll give you a little bit of information. I've lived in California for a little over 20 years. I have been in just pretty much every room of my house or apartment during an earthquake, including the bathroom. Enough said there. And I still slept on the edge of my bed last night. I don't know why I feel so comfortable there, but I did. And I woke up this morning and I'm just bracing. I'm like, please, no more earthquakes. Anyways. Enough of that. I took care of that yesterday and had a little shopping therapy. I went to Hobby Lobby and Joann and Michael's, and then we had a little bit of family time last night and drove to a mall in Northridge, California, which is about, I think it took us about an hour to get there last night because traffic was just, I was barely moving 5 miles an hour on the freeway, which is, it's typical for Southern California, especially going into LA. And Northridge is in the LA area, so that was fun. But we stopped at my favorite store on the way home, Trader Joe's, and dived into some of the fall goodies. So tonight's dinner is going to be chicken burgers and pumpkin raviolis, and I always make those with a little bit of butter, well, plant-based butter because of my allergies, and Parmesan cheese. Perfect. They are so good. So that will be tonight's dinner. And then what else did we buy for fall goodies last night? We bought the pumpkin teas, the harvest tea, pumpkin bagels, pumpkin cream cheese. And I love the pumpkin spice and the pumpkin, but I don't love everything that's made out of pumpkin and pumpkin spice. It's just, to me, it's overkill. There's certain things I like the pumpkin raviolis, the bagels, the cream cheese. The pumpkin tea is really good. It's a really light, spicy tea. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we did yesterday. I was literally gone all day. Other than having a headache today, I actually feel pretty good with the chronic pain, which is good because I was so worried with how much I did yesterday that today was going to be like nothing's getting done, and I still have some stuff I have to go do. I have to go pick up an order that came in at Torrid over at the outlets across the freeway here, and I still have to go to the pharmacy and pick up my daughter's meds. And then I still need to wash my car. My car is disgusting. I haven't washed it. Sorry. So yeah, we still have to go wash my car. I have to spray and wash. And then I know there's something else I've got to do that I didn't get a chance to do yesterday, but you can only do so much in a day, right? I mean, Sam's Club in and of itself was enough to get the groceries done. So anyways, enough chit-chat about me and my life. Let's talk about these anniversary cakes here from Caron. So these are sold every year at Michael's. They start out at $39.99, but they quickly go on sale, and there's always coupons at Michael's, so you will most likely never pay that full $39.99 price. And if you order online, there's even different sales and discounts. So the 4 that I did manage to acquire this year, I did not pay full price for either one of them, for any of them. I did notice yesterday when I was at my Michael's, because I needed to get, I had to figure out why my pickup order from the night before had not cleared out of the system. And it just so happens I took a paper with me that I wasn't supposed to. You're supposed to leave it in the bin. Well, nobody tells you anything. You just, you know. Anyways, I know for next time, the manager was super sweet and kind, and he was very understanding and explained the whole pickup process for me. So that was only my third time picking up an order, and the first 2 times the orders were oversized, so they were behind the counter. But this last order was just on the pickup bins, so so that was helpful. So that order's cleared out, and I got my points ready, and I actually earned another reward certificate. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I have until mid-October, and goodness knows I do not need any more yarn. And speaking of yarn, I went to Joann yesterday. I only bought 1 skein of yarn. Only 1. I don't know how I did that, but only 1. I exercised self-control, and I didn't even look at the yarn at Hobby Lobby. How is that? I mean, I walked by the aisles, but I didn't go down them because it was a non-sale week, so why look at yarn when you know you're not going to buy any, right? Plus, by that point, it was just, I wanted to get to Sam's Club and get home, honestly. My nerves were still a bit rattled, but yeah, so with this yarn, I want to, I don't know how they did this. Oh, here we go. I'm trying to get the center pole off of here, and there's a sticker on it, and I don't like that. This is an issue for me right here. That was weird. The camera just glitched. That was really weird. That was stuck to it. So, remember my issue yesterday with center poles? I'm pulling from the tab that you're supposed to be pulling from, and look what's happening. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. I'm getting a lot of resistance. I'm getting a lot of, it's not wanting to come out, and I feel a whole bunch of yarn barf in the middle. I don't know what's going on with yarn and cakes, but look at this. That was using the center pole that they gave you. That is very frustrating. Alright, put this on my nice little kitty chair next to me, and we're going to just ignore that yarn barf over there, okay? So here is the issue that a lot of people are having, and I saw this right away. This was a big thing. This yarn is not very well wound. And you can see this throughout this entire strand. It's very loosely wound. Look at that. See that? Oops, sorry, I was going off camera. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna work this up just a small swatch because I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with this colorway yet. This is a Pebbled Path. This was actually one of my backup ones that I purchased online because they didn't have the reading one that I wanted, and then go in store, and well, there they were. But anyways, so I'm gonna work this up using my 8mm Clover Amour hook. I want to see, it's a recommended 8mm on this yarn. I just want to see because and let me see if I can put this down just a little. I know this was a big issue with a lot of people because it is a splitty yarn. It almost reminds me of what is the brand? I don't think it's, it might be Stenley that I'm thinking of. I actually have a Stenley cake right here. Yeah, so Stenley cakes are kind of like that, where it's just several little strings together like that. Oh, sorry, I'm losing everything. All right, so like I said, I'm using a plastic hook here, and it would help if I stayed on the hook. I don't know why I'm having so many problems crocheting today. So it's working up beautifully. The stitches are gorgeous. I really like the thick stitches on this. Because I'm using a plastic hook, maybe that's why I'm not having issues with the splittiness. Let me see if I have a bigger hook that is metal. I don't know if I have a metal hook in here. What are you? Well, I have a 6.5 millimeter. Let's try it with that. And it's a 6.5 millimeter. These are just cheap Amazon ones that I bought. I can tell you right now, I don't like the metal. There's a lot of resistance on this. It's not gliding on the hook at all. I'll go back to the Clover Moore hook. Yeah, this is gliding beautifully. I'm able to get some speed. So, I'm seeing through and through. This is a very loosely wound yarn. These anniversary cakes are. However, I think if you use a hook with a plastic shaft like the Clover Moore hooks, you're not going to have any issues with the splitting, because if you look at the head of this too, you're not going to have any issues with that splitting. So I think that's going to be your go-to, friends. Is going to be to, if you have these anniversary cakes and you're a little hesitant because you see that splittiness of this yarn, my personal recommendation is to use something along the lines of a Clover Moore hook. You know what? Let me try. I just realized I have my prim hooks in here. Let me try a prim hook as well and see. These are not my favorite hooks, I'm going to tell you. And I'm at a big knot in this. Look. I don't want to, but I will undo this entire ball and redo it myself if I have to. But I don't want to because that's a lot of yarn. Alright, so let's try the prim hook. Let's go down a little bit here. No. No, I like the Clover Moore hooks. Everybody's going to be different though. Everybody will be different. Well, I guess if you chain loosely, I'm a tight crocheter. If you chain loosely, the prim hooks work, but I'm spoiled. I like the Clover hooks. Here's just a basic Hobby Lobby hook in an 8 millimeter, and I have another knot. Oh, this is so frustrating. I don't know what's going on with yarn these days, but this is like, okay, there we go. Seems like it's getting more expensive, and it's not made as well, in my opinion. I grew up in the days where Kmart had yarn, good yarn, and boy, was I spoiled watching my grandmother crochet with that Kmart yarn. It was a nice fuzzy. Whoops, sorry. Shook the table. Alright, so this Hobby Lobby hook worked up nice. I like the Hobby Lobby hook. The prim hook is okay. Definitely not a metal shaft. It did not glide very well on that. I'm still leaning on the Clover Moore hook. I'm looking to see. Here's another Clover Moore hook in a 9 millimeter. Let's just try that. Beautiful. Love it. Yeah. So, 8 or 9 millimeter. I highly recommend the Clover Moore hooks, but if you cannot go out and purchase a Clover Moore hook, because these can be very costly, anywhere from $9 to $11.99 a piece. There, now you can see my face and not just my mouth talking. You can get these hooks at Hobby Lobby, really inexpensive for like, I think it's under $5. It might even be under $4. I want to say they're $2 or $3.99 a piece for these at Hobby Lobby. I have several of them. They do sell fast because they are cheap, but they are good quality in my opinion. That's actually one of the hooks I started out with, was the Hobby Lobby hooks. So, I mean, it works up. You can't tell it's splitty once it works up. Come on, camera, focus. So you really can't see the splittiness of the yarn at all once it works up. But it's definitely there before it works up. So, I think these are going to be fun to work with. They're going to definitely be fast to work up because using an 8 or a 9 millimeter, it's going to work up fast. It's going to be really nice. Yeah, so next week, as you see, I have a whole bag over here. I didn't buy all of that. My daughter bought a majority of what's in there, of the yarn. I only bought one of the skeins of yarn that's in that bag. I will show you guys everything that we purchased on our little haul, probably Tuesday. I'm thinking Tuesday. I have a couple of things I want to show you from Dollar Tree. I tried another Dollar Tree yesterday in another city. I looked online. It was supposed to have like the Crafter Secret aisle and everything, and it was so disappointing. And the store was dirty, and it smelled, and so we kind of just hurried up, did our shopping, walked around. I could not get video in there. It was absolute chaos. So I will show you everything that we purchased on Tuesday. So anyways, friends, I'm going to jump off of here. As you heard in the beginning of the video, I have got a bunch of stuff to do. My weekend, not really too much planned. I know my husband and my son are going golfing tomorrow. They do that pretty much every Saturday morning. They go to the Golf Development Center in the next city, a couple cities over. My son loves it, absolutely loves it. They go early in the morning, like 7:30, before everybody starts coming out, so it's really nice. So they're doing that. I think I'm just going to stay home and clean. I've got a lot of cleaning and laundry to catch up on, and we got church on Sunday, so that's pretty much our weekend. So what's your weekend plans, friends? Tell me in the comments down below. But I'm going to go. You guys have a wonderful weekend. If you're in the path of the hurricane or the remnants of it, please stay safe. Remember, I love you all. God loves you. Be kind to one another, and I will see you all next week for more chit chat. I don't know what next week's going to be, but we're going to kind of just roll with it like we did this week. So, bye, friends.